Hi guys, we're now gonna play neal.fun. In the video that I did, I just deleted it to the other neal.fun. It was extremely bad and lagging and so much lag. Okay, now let's selection quicker. Okay, let's just click on. I can buy that. 3, 5, 8. I don't need 8, 10, 9, 5, 0, okay, 7, 25, 40, 10, 12, 25, equals 35, 35 plus 40 equals 75, 75, 75, 75, no, 2, 75, again, okay, I need more, okay, that's my brother. What gaming is playing that loves playing. Just loves playing Crashman. Could my brother not me? Give time for me to do workout and also Crashman is like I'm just tired for him. Okay. Okay. I need to sleep. Okay. Good me. I'm done. I'm done to work again. Okay. Oh, done. That's so important. Oh, okay. Oh,
It's kind of like a BLT sandwich. So I've got bacon, lettuce, tomato, of course, an egg, like an omelette. Just basic omelette with a little bit of cream, some homemade mayo. I ran out of lettuce, so one of the sandwiches, this one, has actually kale on one layer. Yeah. Anyway, some salt and vinegar crisps. And what else? A beer. Anyway, can't wait to eat. I'm super starving. Let's eat. That's what I call an aggressive pour.
911, what's your emergency?
There's a woman. There's a body.
A woman's body, sir?
She's here. But not all of her. Not all of her.
Calm down, sir. Can you tell me if the woman is breathing?
She has her tail. She has no
Tomato
face.
is also homegrown by my wife. Cheers.
I'm Ingrid Mendoza, and you're in Killer Country. This week, we're diving into the bizarre death of Maribel Diaz. Maribel dreamed of becoming a Hollywood actress, but trapped in the small seaside town of Mystic Bay, Florida, her options were limited. She'd book an occasional used car commercial or a clown at a child's birthday party, but legitimate opportunities were few and far between. Eventually, however, Maribel found a path to acting in an unexpected place, Wild Tides Water Park. There, Maribel donned a long silver tail and a shimmering tube top. 5 days a week, rain or shine, she'd swim in a massive glass tank, smiling at tourists and posing for pictures. At Wild Tides, Maribel became Miss Maribel, the magic mermaid of Mystic Bay. Then, on August 24th, 2012, everything changed. Hurricane Braden tore through Mystic Bay, destroying 65 homes, 34 Shake Shacks, and leaving at least one person missing, Maribel Diaz. Frank Wild, the longtime owner of Wild Tides Water Park, was among the last to see her alive.
She was a pretty redhead. Some say she had web feet. She never wanted to talk. Now, I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but she was a little cold. Snobby, you might say. When the hurricane was coming, I told her, "Hey, sweetie, you can stay with me. Because, you know, this place is a fortress. I got hurricane shutters, sandbags, the whole shebang. A bunker with a sauna, screening room, bowling alley. Regulation bowling alley, do you understand? Yeah, the real deal." Yeah, I told her. I got 2 months worth of beans. All kinds of beans. Right? Black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, lima beans, soybeans, jelly beans. Yeah, I was worried, you know, because she lived all by herself. I owned the building she lived in, and I knew it was, I knew she wouldn't have beans. But she told me she'd be okay on her own. Maybe if she just stayed at my place. You know, you wonder what might have been. But she said no, she didn't even like beans.
I spoke with Frank at his home over 3 bean salad. From where we sat on an expansive back patio festooned with marble statues of dolphins, women, and dolphin women, we could see the very top of Wild Tide's Megalodon Mega Twister. It's a massive water slide, just over 100 feet tall, that shoots park visitors into the waiting jaws of a fiberglass megalodon.
Please, this park employs half the damn town easily. We added that big slide, the friggin' orcas. It's a sight to see, especially the mermaids. And Mirabelle, well, she was the most popular one. You really just never think of something happening to a girl like that in a place like this. Well, except for that time when those kids got eaten during the alligator parade. Or the time the clowns went feral. Oh, or that time when the old guy...
Behind us, something bumps. Hard. Against a glass wall.
don't mind her. That's cannellini. Here, girl. Come here. Come on, sweet bean.
Frank Wild, heir to the Wild Bean Company fortune, is an avowed animal lover. His home, a concrete monolith rising from the steaming marsh, includes a massive glass pyramid teeming with all sorts of aquatic marvels, including, most notably, a 6-foot albino alligator named Cannellini. He also owns a narwhal, 7 dolphins, roughly 16 flamingos, 3 tigers, 7 pythons, a wild boar, and several ostriches. Most are named after beans. Frank goes on.
I used to have a whole mess of macaws, too. But every hurricane, more of them escape. Sometimes I still see them flying over the house. I guess they wanted to be free. Yeah, whatever that means. Anyway, she was a nice girl. Sometimes. And it's a shame what happened.
Jessa Lynn Garcia, another mermaid at Wild Tides Water Park, remembers Mirabelle a bit differently.
She was just sweet as pie. She really was. And such a pretty little thing. For a brunette? Oh, except for the gills. She was always giving me real nice tips, about what to do with my clothes or my hair. She'd come up to me while we'd be putting our tails on and say something like, "Oh, Jessalyn, you would look so good as a blonde." Or, "Oh, Jessalyn, don't go to that Shake Shack on August 24th. I had a vision." And, she was always the second runner-up at pageants. Almost Miss Key Lime Pie. Almost the Orange Blossom Queen. Almost Ambassador to Kazakhstan. People don't realize it, but it takes a lot of character to keep showing up after losing out over and over and over and over and over and over again. I'm proud of my titles. Always will be. I don't take the honor of being the Orange Blossom Queen 6 straight years in a row lightly, but, I admired Mirabelle, too. And she had a good heart. She'd volunteer all the time. She'd perform for the little old people down at the senior center. Sing that song from that mermaid movie, I'm in Your World, or whatever it's called. I don't know. My children only watch godly movies. But she'd sing that. She didn't have children, so maybe she didn't realize. Or a husband, which I also have. Oh, and she was a perfectionist. So she'd sing that same song over and over till she got it right. 20, 30 times. The old people would tell her she didn't have to, that she could stop at any time, but she was happy to do it. She was a natural performer. Oh, so gifted. I was never like that. I mean, everyone's different. Some of us are more into the artistry of it all. I'm a Wild Tides water park mermaid because I believe it's important to provide families with wholesome, all-ages entertainment at an affordable price. But others, they like the attention. Not that I'm blaming her for what happened. Gosh, no. She was a nice person. She didn't deserve that. Not at all. You just never think something like that would happen in a teeny, little, teensy-weensy town like Mystic Bay. I mean, besides that time that poor boy was pushed into that hydraulic press, or that old man who spontaneously combusted in the Publix parking lot. But other than that, you just never think of bad stuff happening here. It was so sad what happened to her. Of course, we all suspected Jared. He was weird. He followed her around like a puppy. A weird puppy.
Mirabelle's disappearance left a mark on the minuscule town of Mystic Bay, with search missions tampered by downed power lines and felled trees. As days turned into weeks, the town's optimism began to fade. That said, losing hope is something of a custom for residents of Mystic Bay. For years, competing theme parks, virus outbreaks, daylight savings, and a quickly shifting culture led to a downturn in park numbers.
Hey, come on now. Wild Tides is still top quality. Some of the best damn entertainment in the state. I don't care what anyone thinks, right? But the fact of the matter is, kids don't go for that anymore. Yeah, they'd rather be on their phones playing Candy Crush or Roblox Adopt Me or neal.fun than at a park with their folks. So people stopped coming. And then, of course, that's when they found her. Or what was left of her.
What was left of Mirabelle was found by Jared Holt on November 15, 2012, 3 months after she went missing. That's his voice you heard in the 911 call at the top of the episode.
She has her tail. She has no face.
When Chippewa County Police arrived at the scene, they discovered a grisly sight. Mirabelle Diaz, lodged in the jaws of the Megalodon megatwister, her mermaid tail curled daintily beneath her on the ancient beast's pink fiberglass tongue. The park's earliest attendees, a group of school children from the St. Brendan the Navigator Institute for Marine Biology, followed Jared's gaze, the park's famed mermaid staring back at them. That is, if she could have stared back. Jessalyn Garcia remembers the day vividly.
Oh, he was all cat and tonic when he first saw her. You know, like he couldn't move or blink or say a single word. Oh, poor thing. He just stood there, looking into the hole where her face had been.
Welcome to today's guided meditation session. I'm so glad you're here.
A pit.
For the next 20 minutes, I'll be guiding you towards
I've ever seen her look.
peace in times of
And
chaos.
it was the first day since the hurricane that
I
the park
invite
was
you to
open to the
find a
public.
comfortable position,
That's what's
be
so
it
sad
in a
about
chair,
it. November is
floor,
always a slow
or on a
month. The
cushion.
water's cold, the sun sets early.
sure to
It's
sit
peak
up
season for
straight.
the flesh-eating algae that sometimes
Rest
grows on the lazy river inner
your lap.
tubes. But we
Your
lost
arms
so much
facing
money
down.
because of the storm that we were all just
If
so
you're seated in
excited
a
for the
chair,
park to open back
I
up
invite
again.
you to place both
And
feet
someone
firmly
had just
on the
up
ground.
and shoved poor little old
If you're
Mirabelle
seated
into
on
the
the
big
floor
old shark's
or
mouth.
on a cushion,
How's that for
I
taking the
encourage
steak
you
right out
to
of your
position
popsicle?
yourself in such
Now,
a way that you
Jessalyn
feel
had a
fully
pretty good
grounded
idea of who was
and supported.
responsible. But first,
I'll give you a few more seconds to find the position that's
speaking of
right
popsicles,
for you.
when's the last time you enjoyed a mouthful of fresh, home-cooked food? Between work and errands,
Ready?
there's never time to cook a proper
Let's
meal.
begin.
That's where Dinner Dash comes
You can
in.
close your
Dinner
eyes
Dash is a
or
weekly
just
meal
let your
delivery
vision
service focused on
gradually
fresh,
settle.
organic ingredients
Whichever is
with
best for
recipes
you.
chosen by real chefs.
Let's
Best of
start
all,
by focusing
Dinner Dash
on
meals never expire.
Now,
Using our
there may be
secret
other
technology,
things
we
like
have made
attention.
eggs that last forever. Get 20% off your first Dinner Dash
Second.
weekly meal kit with code KILLER20. Dinner Dash,
Heads.
meals that are eternal.
Keyboards
Back to
clicking,
the case.
footsteps down the hall.
Here's Jessalyn.
Now, the
Hydraulic
first thing you
presses.
gotta understand about Mystic Bay
The hum
is that it's a small
and
town.
drone of
I mean, real
electrical
small,
devices.
itty bitty. So everyone knows everyone here. I went to school with Jared and Mirabelle, worked alongside them here at the park. And Jared, well, I can say this, right, because I know him. He's probably just about the worst mascot we've ever had.
Let's
The
breathe
only
in
reason he
for
kept his
3
job is because no one else
Allowing
wanted to
your
wear the
chest and
costume.
belly
I'm
to
not saying
expand.
he wanted to wear the costume. I mean, he really, 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 really wanted to wear the costume.
Now hold
Like,
your breath for 3
real.
counts.
Like, not in a God-honoring way.
Well
Jared Holt had dressed as Wild Tide's water park's iconic mascot, Manny the Manatee, since dropping out of Mystic Bay High School in 1999. His costume consisted of a massive suit carved of fleece and foam, complete with flippers, a floppy headpiece, and Manny's signature orange flip-flops.
Let's do
All
that
told,
again.
the costume weighed in at a staggering 140 pounds and was said to have reached internal temperatures of up to 100 degrees, 310 Kelvin in the searing Florida heat.
And now
Past
gently
Manny the
breathe out with
manatees have been
yourself.
recorded passing out from the extreme temperature, including one Manny who, in 1973, collapsed face first into a child's
One last
birthday cake, and another
Focus
who,
on the breath.
in 1985,
Feel
became partially
in your
baked
lungs.
within the suit while conducting a water safety demonstration at the park's wave pool. For years, Wild Tide's water park officials could not find workers willing to put on the suit.
Whoa. Change the design? Yeah, no. Out of the question. That Manny the Manatee suit was designed by my own daddy, Frank Wild Sr. Jr. He had two dreams: to sell quality beans at affordable prices across the continental United States of America,
Now
and to
that you've
make a
begun to
true
relax,
man-manatee hybrid he referred to as the humanity.
If you experience
And that
a
damn
distracting
suit,
thought,
that's the second closest he ever got to it. So, I'd never change it. If you think the suit's too heavy or too stinky or too what have you, well, that's a personal thing.
breathe.
Man up.
To your
And
body.
manatee up.
To your
Come on, change the suit? What, are you kidding me with
Your
this?
breath is
You
your
could smell the suit before you saw
is
it.
your feet.
I'd say it was closest to... You ever have a Florida-style
Whenever you
pizza?
stray
Well,
or become
you take a
distracted,
handful of saltine crackers and sort of spread them out on a paper plate with spread cheese, turtle jerky, and a little bit of gas station pickle, and a sprinkling of boiled peanuts. Just leave it out for a little bitty bit, let the sunshine do its magic, and voila, you got yourself a meal. Now, it's delicious, but you'll be smelling it for about a mile, 2 miles out if the wind hits
moving
just
your
right.
awareness down
I
through the
don't
length
really
of
eat
the
that
body.
sort of food personally.
Allow each part
The
to
Manny
relax.
the Manatee suit
soft.
smelled sort of like that. Like
If
Florida-style
you'd like,
pizza.
and it feels comfortable
Or
for you.
rotten broccoli.
You got mail.
Despite the suit's numerous downsides,
body
there was
part
one
is
person
there.
more than willing to don it around
Feel
the
free
park.
to adjust your position as needed any
Jared,
time throughout this
well,
meditation.
he strayed from the light of the Lord. I can
should
tell you
feel
that
any
much for nothing.
discomfort during
Tampering
this
with the
exercise.
divine design.
Simply
He
take
had a lot
note
of awe,
You've got mail.
predication.
Observe the sensation.
He was
There's no need
Buzz.
to change it.
I met with Jared Holt at
Note
the
the beat.
Chipco County Jail.
And then
It's a small peach-colored structure across
got
from the
mail.
former Sears turned Spirit Halloween.
I first learned about it online. I've always liked to draw.
we'll start at the crown of
Funny
your
animals,
head,
or animals with like
relaxing the scalp.
bazooka arms. Just funny
As
stuff,
you
you know?
move down,
Whatever pops into my
you
head.
can relax
Like
your breath,
maybe I'll draw a
letting
manatee with
the
big
eyes
muscles and
soften.
bazooka arms. Or maybe I'll feel
Let
more like drawing a
tension
bazooka
melt
that
away
shoots
from
out
your
manatees
temples.
with, really huge
Down your
muscles.
cheeks.
There's a lot of symbolism there if you think about it.
mail.
Not that a lot of
Allow
people
the
think about it.
lips to soften.
I have a real respect for all sirenians. That's the term for aquatic mammals like manatees and
Let it
dugongs.
flow to the roof of your
Sirenian.
mouth.
You know, like a siren,
Loosening
like a
the
mermaid.
jaws.
You know, they think sailors invented mermaids because they saw manatees out in the water and fell in love with them.
Well,
I asked Jared whether his appreciation for Sirenians extended to Mirabelle. He grows quiet, sullen,
We all
and
hold
then
tension.
Mirabelle, no. I don't think of her that
Is to
way.
observe the way
She was pretty. She was long, pinkish hair, cross-eyed. She was a friend to me. Last nothing more. After all, she was the one to pull me out of that pool drink.
the incident to which Jared is referring occurred in June of 2001 and has since become a local legend around the microscopic town of Mystic Bay.
shoulders.
Jared Holt, then 19, had gone on break. Like many Wild Tide water park workers, fighting the miasmic heat of a June afternoon with can after can of fluorescent yellow alcoholic energy drinks, he suffered a lapse in judgment. Against park rules, he stripped off his heavy mascot suit and, accompanied by several other intoxicated park employees, dove into the inviting
Come on, let's go. Come on, I need you right here. Crunch it down. Hey,
Just Lynn, like nearly everyone else in the unbelievably tiny town of Crystal Bay,
Get them up.
every
3, 2,
detail was transpired
1.
that
Switch it up.
You got mail.
3. Now go back to those crunches. Crunch it down. 4. Come on. 3. Let's go. 2. Come on.
with the customers.
3 knees. Count it down. 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. 3, 2. Corner knee. Build that project as we go. All right. Let's go. Now crunch it down. Keep on back to the top. Adding a move as we go. Out of here we go. 3 knees. Count it down.
You got mail.
Wearing nothing but spring trunks and
1. Switch it up. 3. What's the move? Corner knee.
And then, of
Don't worry, you don't have to remember it. I normally call it out. I always call it out. Corner curl. That leg curl. Come on.
When it comes to looking out
Let's
for your
go.
future,
Back to those crunches. Crunch it down.
invest in your tomorrow
4.
today.
Don't quit on me.
Chipco
3.
County Bank
Don't
and
stop
Loan.
on 2.
With
Let's
Chipco
go.
County Bank and Loan,
3
you
knees.
can
Count
rest
it down.
assured your money
3,
is working as hard as you are
1.
using the
There
power
you
of
go.
state-certified
3, 2.
psychic
Corner
accountants.
curl. And if you get some of you is messed up,
Harnesses the power
so
of the
fun.
planets to grow
Now we're
your
adding
wealth
your side
astronomically.
leg.
You got mail.
an account today and
leg.
receive a complimentary
leg.
birth chart.
Aries in your second house,
Now, punch it
Pisces
down.
in your eighth. It's
4.
no matter.
Come on.
Chipco
3.
County Bank and Loan,
Come on.
even
2.
Gemini placements
Come
can
on.
look forward
3
to
knees.
financial
Count it down.
security.
3.
If you use code KILLER50
1.
within
Switch
30
it up.
days, you
3,
can receive an
2.
extra
Corner
$50
knee.
cash
You got
bonus
mail.
just for
Hey.
signing up. Chipco
Come on,
County
y'all.
Bank
Let's
and
work
Loan.
it.
We'll have you seeing
Corner
stars.
curl.
And now,
Let's go.
back to the case.
Come on, what you got next?
As everyone
Side leg.
knows,
Kick it out.
foretells the
Boom.
return of a creature
Boom.
known only as the
Boom.
anomaly.
Now, L
Its
step.
name cannot be
Step.
uttered by
4
human tongue,
steps.
and
Watch
human
out.
mind cannot
Come on, we
conceive of
covered
its
it.
force.
L step
An
again.
anomaly
Step.
stalks